Greetings. Just another quick rambling rant here. February 18th, 17th, 2025. Yeah, interesting times for sure. I love the attacks on people that's going on right now on Trump and Elon for trying to cut the Social Security and all this other stuff, trying to expose what's going on. Anyway, there's people in Social Security that are 300 years old still collecting Social Security. 300. There's people that are 300. People are lots that are over 200 years old, and millions more that are over 120. They have it broken down by decade, 120 to 129. They've got like millions of people that are 120 to 129 years old earning money. Why, as a Democrat, would you defend that? Why wouldn't you just say, hey guys, that's good. You found some real, a place to cut some expenses there. We're giving money to a bunch of dead people. And Social Security, we need it for people that are alive, people that are still here in the future. Good job, right? No, they're not saying that. They're not saying Rachel Maddow and the libtard idiots are doing this like freak out. He's trying to get our personal data out of Social Security. Well, you give your personal data every time you make a transaction on PayPal, you idiots. It's already done. You're already done. You're going to give your personal data. And the fact that you don't care about Palantir, who is in the Republican administration. You're afraid of Republicans, hate Trump, just Trump, scary. But you got nothing to say about Palantir. Weird. It's weird. Anyway, this whole craziness continues. It's basically a war grift. It's kind of like we're at the end of the Roman Empire. The Roman senators that have been making money on whatever the Roman Empire was doing at the end of its run want to see it continue. Other Romans are pointing out, hey, what we're doing now, this is like what a zombie state does, right? Giving money to dead people to just keep the grift going. Yeah, that's when it's already over, bro. We want to improve. We want to move forward. We want to move into the future. We want to do something, right? And you could do that as a Democrat. You can say, hey, we're Democrats. We're gonna get in this process. We see the Doge team. We're gonna try to get somebody on that team. A young Democrat who has a brain. Let's get them on there and cooperate and figure out what's going on. And then we can perpetuate our values within that. Nope, that's not the approach at all. The approach is complete vilification. And there's also no warning. So there's lots of warnings about racism and just crazy, everything they don't like turns into racist, where they're trying to expose the truth about super rich people. Oh, that's racist, But anyway, it's like, no, like you could do it so differently. And this whole war grift, this whole war machine, the war grifters, they're really like trust fund brats that don't know how to make it on their own and really don't want to make it on their own. They don't want to go just apply for a job at Trader Joe's. That's the last thing a trust fund brat wants to do, is be forced to have no money and just survive off of what you earn at Trader Joe's, right? So if you've been grifting gazillions of dollars from taxpayers globally to keep wars going, and now somebody's talking about ending the wars, then that's a bummer for you. And you also reveal how you have no morals, you have no values, you don't value human life at all. Because lots of Ukrainians are dying. You don't care about Ukraine. You don't care about the Palestinians, the Israelis, what the future might be in Israel. It's like, this Trump fantasy of just turning Gaza into like a resort town, which is that sans any Palestinians, sans any Gazans. You know what I mean? Just get rid of all the Gazans. That's cool. We're gonna clean it out, bro. We a catastrophe there, Lahaina style. You know what I mean? Shit got burned down. Screw the locals. We're gonna move some new people in. It's coastal. It's awesome. So, if you have a critique of Trump and Elon, that would be a much better critique to critique this crazy idea what they're going to do in Gaza. This is like they're going to just take Gaza. That would be a much better critique. Another critique is this emphasis on renaming the Gulf of Mexico and insisting that's the Gulf of America now. All right, so geopolitically, like looking at a map, I guess, this is our kind of hemisphere, South America, North America. It's kind of like the Americas, and that is the Gulf in the middle of those two, right? North, South, Central and North. So it could be like the Gulf of America. But America, that's named after an Italian map maker, Amerigo Vespucci. It's an arbitrary name anyway. It's nothing native. It's nothing local. Why not name the Gulf of America like the Cherokee Gulf or something, the Choctaw Gulf? Actually, Choctaw were on the northern edge of that Gulf a lot, my people. So name it Choctaw Gulf, Gulf of Choctaw. That would be more accurate. The Gulf of the Natchez, the Gulf of the Caddo, the Gulf of the Aztecs, the Gulf of the Apaches, whatever. It's just all this symbolic, weird personality politics. Seems like the Trump team is kind of in on the personality politics too. Seems like they're kind of keeping that going too. It's not just the corporate Dems trying to scare you so you won't notice how much money they're making and how much money they're just handing to Raytheon and West Exec and their defense grifter friends. This is, Republicans with defense grifter friends. But unfortunately, the opposition to that doesn't want to point that out, doesn't seem to care about their defense grifter friends. Or the perpetuation of war, or the need for digital ID. I think we're going to get hit with that. I'm thinking the Republicans are going to sneak that in a way that sounds friendly to them, right? So they're really ready to oppose digital ID when the Democrats are doing it. But now that the Republicans are going to be like, hey, we need some voter ID. It just happens to be facial recognition voter ID. right. They'll get it in there. And we needed to be ready to resist that. We needed to pay attention to people like Whitney Webb, right? Glenn Greenwald. Some of these same reporters we should have been paying attention to when the Democrats are in power. We should still keep paying attention to them. They're still reporting on vital and important things. And the mainstream press, what the Americans are talking about in general, is just a bunch of shit. It's a bunch of fucking shit. Rachel Maddow just, Trump wants to do this, Elon this, we hate Elon. Come on. Nixon had this friend named Henry Kissinger. He decided a lot of things. Kissinger did a lot of things. Right? Then, guess who liked Kissinger after that? Hillary Clinton. Right? Kissinger, Clinton. So, don't be idiots. Rich people versus poor people, working class people need things. Okay? The political theater of the Republicans and the Democrats isn't helping us. Keep your agenda going and quit reacting to all this theater. All right.